Adrian is dead. He's not dead. He has figured out a way to be invisible.
You're acting against nothing.
Right.
It's just
literally.
There's nothing there because she's a crazy woman and this is all in her head.
Yes.
Guys, welcome to another episode of Katie Afraidy on the Fangoria Network. Woo woo! I'm your host, Katie Hettenbach, and at the top of the show, I always say this at the end of the show, so I'm gonna say at the top of the show, make sure to like, subscribe, follow us, Katie Afraidy on everything. It's awesome. It's fun. We have a great time. Give us a rating, good one, bad one, preferably a good one.
Yep.
But hey. Give us a bad one. Why not? I dare you. Just do it. Or don't. I don't care. I do care, please. And if you like Fangoria, you could subscribe to their magazine subscription with a little promo code KatieAfraidy25. Ooh, that's fun. But you know what else is fun? This person sitting next to me. She's delightful. She's hilarious. She brings me joy. She's a comedian.
Hi, Katie. How are you?
Kristy Quinn. Hi.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on.
Anytime.
When you came, it was like the room knew you were coming.
Yeah, I almost broke down the studio.
The lights were falling, cameras were, wires were breaking.
Crash and burn,
And it's like, wow, It's almost like the Invisible Man was here. Oh, wait, because that's the movie we're doing. Invisible Man 2020.
2020.
Do you remember that year?
No, not at all. Blacked it out completely.
What
How
happened?
about you?
It's a rough year, man. Rough year. I broken up with, didn't get a graduation, was in LA, was sent back to Wisconsin. It was awful.
Oh, did you go back?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was here, and then I had to be sent back home because I did like a study abroad in LA. Yeah.
But now you're here.
But now I'm here.
She's back in action, guys.
She's back.
Look
and
at
ready
this.
to talk about this movie. Oh my goodness.
Dude, the best movie ever.
It was actually the last movie I saw in theaters before COVID hit.
Oh, really?
Because I saw the premiere of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I forgot it was in 2020. I was like, I saw it the other day, and then I realized that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Where is time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you mentally still think it's like 2016?
Basically,
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm 24 still in my head, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my head, I'm actually 13 still in my head, so that's a whole nother issue.
You look great.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
I just graduated this 7th grade, 8th grade?
I think something like that.
Something like that, yeah. I'm going into high school soon. It's gonna be great.
Hell yeah, those were some great times.
Dude, epic times.
Epic.
So, are you, before we get into the movie,
Yeah.
let's talk about horror movies in general. Are you a horror movie fan?
I like thrillers.
Okay.
They're like my favorite, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I always used to get confused between horrors and thrillers,
Yeah,
They're basically the same,
yeah,
right?
they go hand in hand. I feel like horror definitely has more.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more.
And they can be funnier, right? Horror a little bit, or is that wrong?
Well, I feel like you need comedy in horror to have those, even if it's like a dark, twisted humor.
Perfect.
You need something, which is perfect for us.
Yeah.
Because,
Because we're sick.
Yeah, we're sick.
Right in the head.
Right.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Exactly.
So bad. So sick and twisted. It's
So
part of the
sick.
fun, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you saw the Invisible Man first time in 2020.
Yes.
Did you see it in theaters?
I did. Well, I didn't know what it was about. When I first saw the title, I thought it was a movie about my dad, And then I realized it was a horror movie. So it turns out, I liked it. So
Damn.
it was great. Yeah.
I mean, it still is. That still sounds like a horror movie.
It is and was.
Aw.
Yeah. But yeah, I went to theater, saw it.
Yeah.
And then I watched it again recently, and I forgot like how slow it kind of was in the beginning, but still great.
Oh,
still a great flick.
I remember you sent me a text like, this is so slow in the beginning. I'm like, yeah. I remember it being slow in theaters, and then again I was like, God, this movie's slow.
I was like, why is nothing happening? Like, there's just like dead scenes of her just standing there, like the first half hour.
Yeah, but
I was like, I liked it though.
Oh my God, yeah. It's so. I remember watching in theaters and being frustrated because it's basically, just about a woman, everyone thinking this woman's crazy.
Yeah.
And no one believing her that her ex
scientist
boyfriend?
Made husband.
Husband.
I never confirmed if they were married or not.
Let's double check. When it says when Cecilia's abusive ex takes his own life and leaves his, I didn't know he committed suicide. But okay, and leaves her his fortune. I thought he
$5 million.
She suspects his death was a hoax. Is a series of coincidences turn lethal. Cecilia works to prove that she is being hunted by someone nobody can see.
Mm-hmm. So
Society.
he's so obsessed with her, he just starts stalking her. Why can't I have someone be that obsessed with me? Is my question. First of all, you know.
I don't know if you want that. Like you're sitting in a room and you're like you just say a joke to yourself and someone laughs. You're like, hey, Jeremy, why are you in the corner?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. What are you doing, buddy?
Is that you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting quiet. Oh, you're on the ceiling now. Oh no, I can't see you, but I can hear you. You're very loud. He's more of a plotter when he like walks. You know.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I know all about that stuff.
Dude, I don't want to think about the science too much because, obviously it's just a movie, obviously. However, I feel like something like this exists, and how would we know it exists? There could be someone in this room right now.
There might be. Maybe two people. Two very attractive people.
It's us.
Nobody knows.
It's us. Hi. Just kidding. No, yeah, they're just in the corners just watching us.
Yeah.
I
know.
It's so, do you ever have that
riveting?
Riveting?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you ever have that feeling when you're home alone and you're like, I don't know if I'm actually alone right now.
All the time, and I'm 36. It's a problem. You
Yeah.
know? I'm terrified of life. Must be deep trauma. Nobody knows.
That's a little bit of everything.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
I'm scared of everything constantly.
Me too.
Have you had an ex that has been crazy enough to maybe do this?
I mean, which one are we talking? We've had a few. But
We've had a few?
I think they'd...
We've had a few exes?
Did I just talk in the third person?
You did.
Kristen's had a few. Kristy's had a few.
You referred to yourself as your legal name. You know it's serious when they're like, it's the legal name you got to pull
legal
out.
name. But I think they'd be too lazy to make the suit. Like they do the stalking.
Yeah.
But when if it came down to it, they'd be like, I don't want to do the whole thing. How about you?
No.
Not yet.
No, not yet. Hopefully.
We've got time,
Ooh,
Katie.
hopefully.
We've got time.
Hopefully. I mean, there's a lot of comedians at the, in general who
Yeah,
probably would,
I mean,
probably would do it to me. It'd be scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
they're
horror
out
community.
there.
I'm scared.
Just got to hit the streets for a few days.
Yeah, but also you got to admit, say what you will about the guy, okay? Say what you will about what's his face. I always forget names, and everyone knows.
Me too.
I'm terrible at people's names. His name is Adrian. There we go.
Adrian, yes.
Adrian, you got to admit, though, no guy has ever put that much effort in a relationship, and you might have been toxic, but you got to give him some credit.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of romantic in a sick way, right? It's like, I don't know.
I'm gonna watch you sleep. Take pictures of you as you sleep with a high schooler because you're staying with your friend.
Yeah, and he even drugged her with Klonopin.
How nice!
I know.
That's so sweet. And then impregnated her, like, baby, I want to start a family with you. How nice!
Right. She didn't even have to think about it. It was already done.
Why can't I get a nice guy like that?
I'm told you, it's coming.
It's coming. Whether you like it or not, you won't even see it coming.
Yeah, literally.
Because it'll be in the oh god,
Yeah.
it's so just creepy to think about.
I know.
Because you're like I whenever I'm home alone, I'm like, there might be someone in this house.
Do you look under your bed?
No, I have too much stuff under there on purpose. So I'm like, no one can fit underneath here unless they're a gremlin. Then we're fucked. Gremlins sponsored by Gremlins. But no, no one can fit under my bed. How about you?
I actually have some rugs under there. You know, like those big ones you rolled up, and I shoved them under just for that reason. Because I'm paranoid. I'm a paranoid comedian like you.
Yeah, I'm scared. We are women, and we are scared.
We are scared.
We are so scared.
Yeah. You have mace?
Yeah, I don't know how to. I've never actually sprayed it before, so I'm like scared to spray it.
I did when I was drunk once in college.
Okay.
We had to evacuate the whole top floor I was living on. Not so good, guys. Be careful with that stuff. It's scary.
It's bad. But in this case, it would help with the, well, I don't know if it would help with the Invisible Man because you can't really see him.
Yeah, how would you know where to spray?
You spray everywhere. I think there was one scene where, oh my God, Scientology. What's her name? Allegedly. No, she is a known Scientologist. I have to keep saying.
Oh, yeah, the other lady.
Elizabeth Moss.
Oh, yeah, I liked her in it. She was good,
She was amazing. I mean, you're acting against nothing.
Right.
It's just
literally.
There's nothing there because she's a crazy woman and this is all in her head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, again, so upsetting. And one of my least favorite genres in horror is when they're just like, we're just going to make the woman seem crazy.
Right.
And
I'm like, where would he get enough of that?
Yeah. And it just really no one believes her, and she's like, there's a guy in the corner. They're like, okay,
right?
Okay.
They're like, sure. Even when she writes that email, she writes an email to her sister, or she doesn't write it.
Yeah,
Adrian. What's Adrian?
Adrian.
He writes it.
He writes an email.
The Invisible Man.
But her sister doesn't believe her.
She doesn't believe her, and it's
I
like, I'm gonna kill you.
And it's like, it was like, I never want to see you again. I hope you die. I'm gonna kill you. Don't like I. And it's like.
Yeah, why'd she believe that so fast? Wouldn't you call someone up and be like, yo, are you fucked up or on drugs? What's going on?
Sisters like say that shit all the time. I think I mean I don't have a sister, but I assume that I would send her emails like that constantly.
Yeah, just daily.
If I did. Yeah. I want to kill you. You're the worst thing that ever happened to me. But then at the end I'll be like, hey, are you good? You're like, yeah, I just needed a nap. I'm good. Needed a little quick little nap.
I was a little hungry. We're good now.
Yeah. I had a brownie. We're fine. I'm good. I'm totally fine.
Yeah,
what was the no? So James, she was staying with James.
Yes,
and then
he was cool, huh?
He was
kind of sexy too. I'm just gonna say it.
I think
right.
I agree. And with his daughter Sydney and Cecilia, who's Elizabeth Moss's character, like that relationship was so sweet.
Yeah.
She, Adrian was like, I'm gonna give you $5 million.
Oh, that's right. And he gave her all that cash. We said that already though, but yeah.
Yeah, and like okay, and his creepy brother is like, yeah, I have to read this letter. And her sister's like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Oh, yeah. She's like, no, we're going to read it later.
He's like, no, but now. But like, no, but later. We can do it later. Okay? Later. Let's do that later. Yeah.
He was creepy.
The brother was so creepy.
He played that part great, didn't he?
Oh, great actor.
Yeah.
Because of that movie, I wouldn't want to be around him. But I'm sure he's a lovely person. I'm sure, again, what's his name? Let's look. Let's see.
Let's look it up real quick.
In the movie, it's Tom Griffin. But in real life, in real world, his name is Michael Dorman.
Oh, Michael Dorman. Yeah, he played a great creep.
His eyes are just phenomenal.
They are.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was
terrifying.
great.
Absolutely terrifying.
Very.
This movie is just gaslighting 101. If you want to learn how to gaslight, watch this movie.
Exactly. Take tips. Take notes.
Take notes.
Notes. Lots of notes. It's very helpful.
It's scary. Oh, when Elizabeth Moss, Cecilia, she's in the room with Sydney, and she's like, Sydney, there's somebody in the room, and then the slap. Adrian slaps
her.
Sydney
hard,
and
like he enjoyed it. Right?
Oh my God! It's like, you're hating kids now, and then of course James is like, I'm taking my daughter away. You need help.
Yeah.
And that's when we realize that, okay, especially up until that time, you're like, is something happening or is it actually her? We don't really know.
Right, we're not sure yet.
And then we start seeing her being dragged across the room, being like
violently,
and just like being like flipped over things and like just weird shit happening. And the scariest moment for me, at least, was the paint.
Oh my, yeah, the paint.
So she calls Adrian's phone because she's like, I know you're here. And she hears it.
Right up there.
Right up in the attic. So she gets a ladder, climbs up in there, finds his phone, and it says, she gets a text that says, or he gets a text that says surprise.
Yep.
So she hears noises, whatever. She hears something coming up the ladder, and she takes a paint bucket and just douses
There he is.
And there he is, right there.
In the suit. Yeah.
In this suit.
Yeah.
I mean, that suit was slimming.
That thing was nice.
That thing was not.
Better than Spanx.
Again, no man has ever put that much effort.
No.
It's a well-crafted suit.
Take notes. All right.
Take notes.
How did he get all that paint off him though in the sink? He did
No,
a great
he just kind
job.
of like ran around.
And it just kind of.
Yeah. Well,
kinda
he
fell
also
off.
had time because the ladder fell
Oh,
and she had to get down.
That's right.
Which
yeah.
I was more concerned about that. I was like, I think I would just stay up there.
Me
'cause he
too,
can't
yeah.
get- I think I would just stay
He's
up
not
here.
gonna get up here. I'll die up here.
No, I'm just
yeah.
gonna hang out up here. Yeah.
That's what I would have done too.
And
Too much for me.
and then the most upsetting moment, besides that, they're at a she
Oh.
reaches out to her sister
Uh-huh.
and is like, "Hey, we should meet in a public place. I have something to tell you. I have proof that
Scene makes me hot.
the Adrian is alive, that he's here." And they're at this place, they're talking, and her sister's actually like listening, believing.
The fancy restaurant,
The
right?
fancy restaurant. And all of a sudden you just see, like, they're talking, she's believing her, and she looks over and she sees there's a knife just floating, slashes her neck, and everyone's just like, and then of course just right in Elizabeth Moss's hand.
Yep.
And she just holds it.
Yeah.
She just holds
Why
it.
didn't she put it down?
If
She
you would
was
have dropped
shocked?
it and been like, oh my God, oh my God, like, put it down. Hey, why are you
She holds it for like a good 10 seconds.
enough for someone else to be like, oh, you stabbed that girl.
Right.
Not to be like, hey, she committed suicide. She did it to herself. I'm sorry.
She should have thrown it.
I would have thrown. I'd be like, I don't want to touch
I'm
that.
like, I don't know what happened here.
I don't know. It wasn't me.
The chef came out. I don't know what happened.
It wasn't me.
Yeah. Apparently she was too shocked.
I mean, I would. At
Yeah.
that point, you're like, I can't believe you did this in public. He's
Right.
with me everywhere.
Yeah, couldn't he have done it somewhere quiet? You know, but he had to make her look crazy.
Yeah, I mean, because again, if he makes her look crazy, she loses the $5 million.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which, I mean, she did. She ends up going to a mental institution, and of course, Adrian's just chilling in the room with her the whole time
For like 3 days, what? Or however long. For a while,
it
right?
felt like a while.
She didn't hear him breathing once. He's just kicking it in there in his suit.
He's just. Where does he go to the bathroom?
That's
Where
what
does he eat? He's got to be hungry.
He's got snacks in his pocket or what?
You see him like crunching on some chips. You're like, God damn it, Adrian! There's like crumbs everywhere.
He's like, sorry.
There's like Cheeto prints. You're like, what are you, Adrian?
what's happening
what
here?
What are you doing?
He's like, sorry, I got hungry.
Because he's been in that suit for a long time.
Yeah.
We have questions, Adrian.
We got lots of them.
and we want answers.
A lot of them.
Lots. It's not okay.
No. How long was he in there for? It was days, right? He's just chilling while she's in
I
the
feel
psych
like
ward.
it had to be.
How creepy too, just watching her.
Again, does he not? What does he do for work? His dog? Who's taking? Well, no, I guess the brother's taking care of the dog in the business because he's dead.
Yeah, Zeus, right? The dog Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus was so sweet.
So cute.
So
dude.
sweet.
So cute.
And it's sweet that, Elizabeth, throughout, she keeps coming back for him.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to come back for you and take you for real.
Yeah, he was a cute dog.
Cute dog. But again, Adrian, what are you doing with your life?
Right.
What are you doing? And, they get to the brother and Elizabeth are talking. And he's like, you need to sign this because you committed a crime.
Right.
And you're no longer mentally fit to
receive
the $5 million.
Right.
Or off the record, have the baby because you're pregnant. My brother impregnated you, and I know about it because I helped. It's actually my baby. I love you. I was like, do you have a thing for
Right.
Elizabeth? Are you both obsessed
And who's
with her?
like that loyal
Like
to
what?
their psychotic brother?
Like what in the like Wattpad? And do you know what Wattpad is? Yeah, I was like, what is going on?
Something.
What fan fiction?
Right.
What in the fucking fan fiction are we reading right now? What's going on?
Yeah.
Spook.
It was
just
weird.
and then have the baby. Would you have the baby?
Hell no.
Yeah.
For every reason.
Yeah.
You know?
First of all, kids.
Yeah.
No.
No, thank you. It's
Second
a
of
good
all,
thought, but not for me.
Adrian's.
Yeah, no.
No, thank you. Although, I mean, again, he's so loyal.
So, yeah, that dedication.
It's
Just kind of
unwavering.
makes me happy a little bit.
It's like, sure, it's toxic, but it's like,
Yeah. I mean, my boyfriend can't even be in the same room with me for 5 minutes now. We love each other, but it's like, I got to go.
Yikes.
So when you see a stalker like that, it's very impressive.
Yeah, stalker more like husband material.
Right, yeah.
Lover.
Gentlemen out there,
Jake.
just saying. I'm just saying. Who was that creepy guy in that? Remember she goes to like the job interview and passes out? Where was that at?
That was
Is
like
that in the...
towards the beginning.
Oh, that's right.
But
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
she has a job interview, and
That guy was creepy too.
It's also when she started noticing like weird stuff happening.
Yeah.
Like, because she opens up her he's like, oh, can I see your portfolio?
That's right.
And she opens it up and everything's gone. It's like, she's like, I'm really sure.
Yeah.
I put everything in here. And it's like, okay, you're good. Just send it over. And she's like, no, I'm going to freaking pass out right now.
Right.
And then she stands up and just, boom.
Yep.
You know, takes a little quick nap.
Yeah, and she's out. Benzos.
Again, she could have still gotten the job if she didn't pass out.
Yeah, exactly. He thought she was cute. Remember, he's like, he said something weird about her looks.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. He was strange.
Yeah,
But whatever.
everyone, all the men in this movie were like
creepy,
strange and weird and creepy, except James. We stand James.
Yeah, James.
James is the king.
If you're
James
out
is
there,
the king.
homie.
He's a
What's
king.
up?
Elizabeth Moss tries to escape the mental institution, and but you remember how she does it?
Oh yeah, tell me again.
She's like, I'm gonna try to kill myself, and she takes a ballpoint
in her
pen,
arm.
and
I think I like blacked that out because I couldn't watch.
The Adrian grabs her and she's like, I found you.
She's like, I'm not having the baby.
Stabs him in the shoulder so she can see him.
Yeah.
And then shit starts going wrong.
Yeah.
And that's when like the security guards start coming in. They of course are all heavily armed.
Yeah, big
at
time.
this place.
Oh wait, and there's like a million of them.
They keep coming and they're like, stay on the ground. She's like, no, he's behind you. And then of course, you know, everyone gets shot.
Yeah.
And like there's like guns floating, people are flying, there's like blood
and
splatter everywhere.
Like, Adrian all of a sudden has like, he's not only invisible, he's got superhuman powers.
Dude, he's jacked. He's jacked.
He will kick your ass. It's like one punch and these guys are like dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Wow.
This guy has it all.
Dude,
He's sexy.
Throw me through a wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, wow, what a guy. What a guy. This is what you want
Perfect.
in a man.
Really? Yeah, just chef's kiss right there.
He's also the actor's like not ugly too, so that, you know.
Right.
He's playing a bad guy, but you're like, is he really bad?
Right.
Is he
Yeah.
really bad? I love you. Sorry, what?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he killed them all though, right?
Yeah, all of them. All of them dead.
Dead.
No mercy.
No mercy.
No mercy. And then they go out when it's still pouring rain, which it's so stressful, that scene.
Yeah.
Because they're in the parking lot in the pouring rain.
It is stressful.
And it's Elizabeth not only trying to escape, you know, the psych ward to get to safety, but also trying to make sure that she doesn't get caught by Adrian.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just that chaos, but also you can't see him because it's the rain.
Right.
You could be anywhere.
Always a rain scene in a good horror flick.
Oh,
right?
you gotta.
Every time.
You gotta.
Every time. Dude, I literally blacked that scene out with her hitting her arm because it made me something with the wrist makes me like sick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, but other things for me. Yeah. Like a human centipede.
Yeah.
That
Totally
that
bizarre.
whole movie I blacked out. All of them. All three of them. Thanks, Sean.
Never saw it. I'll check it out after this.
Don't. Or do. It's up to you. If you want to throw up, that's up to you.
Yeah, sometimes it's a good time.
It's on your
You know?
on your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. They hurt. They hurt. They hurt.
So she's in the parking lot.
She's in the parking lot, and I forget how she finds a car. Whose car she gets into.
Yeah. She
But
just kind of manically
gets. Oh no, because she pulls out. She like because there was a dude, and she like. There's a dude. That makes sense.
There's
No,
just some
it
dude.
was like a random civilian, and she like takes him
Oh
out of the
yeah.
car.
She kicks
And-
him out.
Yeah, and then calls
his wife's on the
Jane.
line.
Yeah, he's like, hey, he's good. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's good. He's
Yeah.
good. I'm always terrified of that happening, where someone's gonna be like, get out of the car, and I'm gonna be like, no,
Yeah, I'll be like, I can't do that for you.
I can't.
I'll be like, just kill me, all right?
Legally, I can't leave my car.
Yeah.
Legally, I will die. But I also will die if I don't get out of the car. So it's a double.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna. It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna drive away.
It's all
You
good.
should get the next car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's an old
just go.
woman.
Yeah.
I got a
She
lot.
has less time than me. Let's
I
make
got
this
more
fair.
to live. She's on her way out.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No one should die.
Right.
Everyone stay alive. This is a joke. This is a fake a fake scenario. It's not real.
Right,
It's haha.
exactly.
Or is it?
Is it?
This happened. It's not. This is real. This actually happened. This is a real scenario. It's actually happened. It's real things. Real things. But Adrian's now going after Sydney, the James's daughter.
Yes. Yes.
And Sydney's home alone.
She calls to warn him. Yeah.
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 And so they both go sprinting back, and it's like a race against time. Of course, Adrian gets there first.
Yep.
Sydney.
He's got his gun. He's ready.
Got his gun.
Yeah.
And Sydney's like, has her pepper spray. Hit him. Does hit him.
Yeah.
Doesn't do much, though.
Nope.
Because, the suit's is pretty strong.
Yeah.
And
it repelled it.
It repelled it. And because it's a nice suit.
It is a nice suit.
It's slimming.
It's quality. But did you see the machine he used for that thing?
Dude.
Top notch, baby. He went for it.
Shit's nice.
Shit was expensive.
He spared no expense. We spared no expense for you.
Literally.
It's like, fine, I'll come back. God.
Exactly, dude.
No, I wouldn't. Or would I? I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I mean, in that situation, I probably would just jump off a cliff. But then he'd pull me back.
Yeah. He'd be like,
'Cause
you're
he
not
wouldn't-
going anywhere.
That's just terrifying when you can't even, take yourself out of the equation.
Yeah. You're like, I don't want to play anymore.
I was like, well, you don't have a choice because I will be everywhere.
Right. Yeah. Every step.
Every step, I will be there.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's comforting, but also like
Yes.
terrifying.
Very. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now James and Adrian are, going at it.
Yep. They're going for it.
Going for it.
Yep.
And that fight was also epic.
It was epic.
But also sad because Adrian didn't stand it. No, sorry. James didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Just,
Which made me sad.
just beating up Adrian. And the
Yes.
daughter's just sitting there screaming.
I know.
It's
I'm like, can you get up?
get up.
You're
get up.
useless.
I was like, you had the pepper spray. Where'd that go?
Right.
Where was that girl who was willing to fight back?
Yeah.
Now you're like, my dad's going to die.
Yeah,
and
she just
so
like
am I.
backed down. I'm like, can you go for it?
Like, you see him, like, jump on his back. Do something.
Why is it it's always like that with these horror movies. Like there's one person that should be doing something.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting back and watching the
Yep.
show.
Yep. That's
Very frustrating.
Yep, they want you to. They want that.
They want you to
they
feel
want
that.
frustration.
Yeah.
You need that. You need that. But Elizabeth comes in and shoots.
Saves the day.
Saves the day. Bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang. Pow.
Yep.
Pow.
Exactly.
Only. It's not Adrian. It's the brother.
yeah. Yeah. She pulls it up the mask and it's him.
Yeah.
Reveal. Who would have known? I think that was coming or no?
When I first saw it, no. I remembered something weird like that happening. I just couldn't remember when because
Yeah. Same, because it had been a while.
Yeah.
Same. I was like, oh yeah, it was the brother.
Oh yeah.
What a sicko he was in on it. I kind of like that guy. You know what I'm talking about?
You liked him. He's like, my brother and I impregnated you. You like that? That's what you liked about it?
You're like, never mind.
Take it back. Take it back.
Let's
Edit
keep
it out.
going.
Cut it out. Anyways, so the weather we're having is great.
Yeah, it's a lovely day today.
Oh, it's great. It's awesome. It's perfect. Oh my God. But of course, Adrian's still alive.
Yeah, he's still out there. As in good horror movies, they always are.
Because
right?
where is he?
Where is he? Oh, yeah. Where is he again?
In the basement.
Oh, yeah.
Tied up. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He was there the whole time. It was the brother.
The whole time. Yeah.
Oh, look like he blamed somebody else. Oopsie.
Oopsie daisy.
Oopsie daisy.
Yep.
Oh, but
Sorry,
hey,
Adrian.
Cecilia, come on over.
Yeah.
And have dinner.
Yeah, let's just eat together
Let's
like
just
normal.
eat together on our enormous dining room table.
Yeah, and they're always so far apart.
How are they not screaming? Like, I talk quietly.
Me too.
So it's like, how are you not like, sorry, what did you say? Like, I can't hear. And then you're clinking. I'm like,
yeah.
Why aren't they sitting closer together?
Yeah,
I don't.
like to the side or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Rich people, answer us this question.
Because they really hate each other.
They really hate each other. They need to have so much space.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like they have like a feast.
Right.
It's like you're eating
There's
a
like
single
2
plate.
plates.
It's like you could sit next to each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird. I
is.
know they want it to be dramatic.
Yeah,
and,
rich people.
We have some questions.
We got
and
questions.
we demand answers.
We do. Yeah.
Um.
But she keeps it together at that
Yeah.
dinner. She's very calm and collected because she's
Very-
smart.
Yeah.
She's thinking.
And she's like, I just want you to admit that everything was you.
Yeah. She's like, just do it.
Just do it. I know it was you.
And he's like, no,
No, it's silly.
it wasn't me. What does he say again? What does he come up with? He's like, what does he say? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Me
I'm
either. I
blacking
think
it
he's
out
just
now.
like, I think he's just being real charming,
He's
you know?
like-
And he's like, what do you mean? I love you. Let's have a life together.
Yeah, I want, like,
Right?
we could make it so we could, we can make this work. Sure, we had our problems before,
And
but
she's going along and
but she's also like panicking on the inside.
oh
but
yeah,
she's like,
heart rate's just going through her, she's sweating.
And then he comes up to her and is like,
Yeah.
da da da, like, I love you. Let's make this work. And she starts crying and she's like, I should go clean myself up.
right.
And he's like, you're right, you should.
Yeah.
Because you're a fucking mess. Like, okay, you're right, thank you. Also, the trust also on him, stupid to just assume that she will go along with it again.
Right, yeah.
So
He just
that
thinks
was,
this is a problem with these serial killers.
yeah.
They think that you're stupid when you play along.
It's like, you got to assume that they're smarter than they are,
Right.
because then you're one step, it's just.
It's a lot of layers here.
You got to think about it.
Yeah.
They don't.
Lots to process.
They don't. And so Adrian goes, sits back down, gonna go eat some food. Munchies. Uh-oh, there's a knife next to him. Oops.
Oopsies.
Oopsies, now you don't have a throat.
And he's gone.
Bye-bye.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's very proud of herself in that moment, too. It's great.
Oh, yeah, and the acting on it where, she comes back in, because, you can see the camera, like, there's, like, camera footage. And she comes back and she sees the body. She's like, oh, my God, he killed himself.
Oh, she does great.
She's just great. She's calling him. She's like, oh, my God, he killed. And then, like, she backs away where the camera's not seen. She's like, yeah, surprise.
Surprise.
That was me.
It was me. I did it. And then remember when she goes outside with James, she's like, remember? Or she like convinces him.
Yeah.
She's like, he did, or what does she say exactly? I don't remember.
He killed himself,
She's
right?
like, he killed himself. Right? You know, those crazy
Right,
eyes with like,
yeah.
agree with me or you're next.
The crazy Scientology eyes.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I have to keep saying allegedly because I've made some bold statements on this podcast but remember, it's a silly, goofy, haha podcast, and I'm a comedian who should not be taken seriously.
That's right.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Me either.
But, and then she walks off into the, up the stairs with the dog.
With Zeus.
With Zeus into the new world.
And now her life can begin.
Yeah.
But now she's got to find somebody else who's going to give that commitment. So did it really begin?
She's sponsored by Hinge. Find somebody who will give you this commitment.
That's how I met my boyfriend.
Did you actually meet him on Hinge?
Yeah. Hinge. They're out there.
They're out there, and they will find you.
They will find you
and they will
forever.
And they will keep finding you again and again and again, whether you like it or not.
Yes.
They will be in this room.
Yeah.
Do you have any other favorite moments in this movie?
Man, I think we covered most of them. I think we did. Yeah. I can't think of any. Can you?
The what the fuck moments were the like the knife, and it just the overall gaslighting.
The gaslighting
is
terrifying. Very, gotta love a horror movie with a good old throat slit too.
Many of them.
So many
throat slashes. Which
seamless.
Honestly, that might also be one of mine. The throat slash.
Right? Oh man.
I just think that's like the worst way.
Me
too. I mean, there's a lot of bad ways to go, but like that, because it's like it's slow and then
torture.
It's just,
it's happening.
Oh.
Very scary. That's why we have stuff under our beds.
Yeah.
Okay. Because of moments like this.
Yeah, like I have a knife next to my bed. I have a couple. I have a bunch in my car.
She's like a doomsday person. She's got a whole setup.
I have a prep
for serial killers.
I have a separate apartment that's just loaded and ready to go.
Yeah.
I actually sleep there. No one knows where it is.
Be careful. The invisible man's probably floating back and forth.
I only pay in cash, so it's good.
Under the table
They're
stuff.
never gonna find me.
Never.
They're never gonna find me. But I do think the end is like.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's good ultimate revenge. But
agreed.
They were saying that there's going to be another Invisible Man 2. That was like rumored. But I feel like it's too far now where they shouldn't.
Right.
But also they make movies like 30 years later, so
yeah, like the Scream franchise.
Oh yeah, you can do it. I mean, Scream should never die, but Scream 7.
Yeah.
might need to take a break.
Yeah,
from,
they went a little wild.
Yeah, I think we just need to take a little break.
little
Everyone needs
second.
to take a nap,
Yeah.
eat some food,
Chill
wait
for
a
a
little
minute.
bit,
Yeah.
find a new producing company real quick,
I'm available.
and separate that, and then just bring everyone back and pay them a lot more.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Couldn't agree more.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a great question I have, and I know that I also have to think about what I would do if you were to have this Invisible Man suit.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing you would do?
Oh man, that's a good question. And a very hard answer to come by.
I know.
Scare the shit out of people, I guess. I don't even know. Just like start going to open mics or shows, and I'm just
my
like talking
God.
in the microphone, giving jokes.
Heckling people, but
Yeah.
no one can figure out who's heckling.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
actually pretty good.
Right?
That's actually pretty good.
It has to be comedy related.
Go on stage and
Yeah.
start fucking with people.
Yeah.
But they're like, am I going crazy? So
Yeah.
when people are filming them like comedian goes crazy.
Yes.
But it's only at one club, so you think it's it's haunted.
club. We
But you
got an
think it's
idea.
haunted,
Maybe
but
this
it's
is a
not.
movie idea.
It's
Not bad.
not the invisible comedians.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just comedians who have. But then it's like, I feel like that's like a waste of our time. Is that a waste of our time?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I think it's a value. But then it's like we go viral.
right.
I'm thinking about like
Long term.
branding.
Big stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right before they do the punchline, we give something else.
We hit him in the nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, whoa! Is he having a heart attack? Is he okay?
Good old nut punch. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It never fails.
And notice how we're only saying his or him.
right.
Because we want the women, like all male comedians. So we have to get a bunch of female comedians to go and do this to male comedians.
Sign ups tonight,
Sign
guys.
ups tonight, yeah.
9
We're going
p.m.
to take names.
Yeah.
And just,
It's on.
it's going to be great. It's going to be epic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Terrific stuff.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So out of 10, what do you think?
If it wasn't for such it was so slow in the beginning,
Mhm.
which I forgot. If it wasn't like that, and there was a lot, it's a movie though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I kind of like the suspense. For me, I'm giving it a solid 8.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
How about you?
Dude, I gave it an 8 when I first watched it. And I was like, well, we'll see if that changes now.
Yeah.
No, solid 8.
Solid 8.
I liked it. It's good.
Yeah.
It has its issues, obviously, with the slow stuff. But overall, I think this movie needs to be watched in pitch black and with surround sound.
Agreed.
Because when I first watched it in theaters, I was terrified because the sound design is haunting.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
It is creepy.
And you feel like even after the movie that someone, I didn't feel it as, this time I didn't feel it, but I
Yeah.
felt like when I first watched it, I felt like someone was, in the room with me.
Yeah.
And I felt like there was somebody always there. So
the silence did
the
that.
silence. Yeah. So
True.
it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
need that, more of that,
Agreed. I rewatched it during the day just to get it. And I was like, it didn't work as much.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it needs to be in the dark. So there's a tip if you
Yeah.
watch it.
Or in a theater, if you can find a theater that's playing it.
Yeah.
Or, if you have money, be
Yeah.
like, hey, can you play this movie? Bribe the person.
Exactly.
Like-
Shouldn't be too hard.
Shouldn't be too hard,
Right?
right? Yeah, that's fine. We're fine. We're
Yeah.
good.
We're good. We're good.
But thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Oh, dude, a blast.
This is a great time.
So, where can the people find you?
Instagram is Kristy Quinn. I'm like, where can you find me? Is the Invisible Man watching?
Here's one man. Yes, my address
scared.
is social
Yeah.
security number.
Mother's maiden name. My Instagram is Kristy Quinn Comedy. Kristy Quinn, like Dr. Quinn, medicine woman. Comedy. And that's me. Yeah.
Dr. Quinn.
Yeah. You ever see that show?
No.
I'm old.
What?
I'm old, guys. It's an old school show. It's
Okay.
called Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. I
Okay.
think my grandma used to watch it though. So yeah, it's old
Okay.
school stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I feel like I'm being segregated. And I feel like I'm. It's okay.
Hey, that's not a bad problem to have.
It's okay. I can't help when I was born. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, parents, for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. This was
And
great.
Thank you to our sponsor, Filmcraft Studio
Thank
Gear.
you guys so much. This was great.
You can find Filmcraft Studio Gear and all their fun stuff at Filmcraft LA on Instagram and filmcraftla.com.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to give some shitty advice.
I'm ready. I'm for it.
About the movie
Mm.
before we leave. So my advice, honestly, would if you got a man who's willing to make, I'm assuming this was honestly billions of, this has to be $1 billion worth of, you know, equipment that this guy was, you know, Adrian
minimum.
Dude, stay with him. Honestly,
Have
this
the
guy is
kid.
gonna go the distance.
Yes.
You know, stay with him. Honestly, that's terrible. That's really bad advice. It's really, don't do that. Or do, you know, but I think
you.
do
right?
you. But suss it out. But if he's willing to, you know, do that, maybe you could sell the equipment.
Think about it.
And then make money.
Yeah.
Maybe you join in on his evil shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, he has it all set up for you, so I'm with you.
Might as well.
Yeah.
You know? That's
I couldn't agree more.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, girl.
Well, on that note, see you next time and stay spooky.
Show yourself!
Surprise.